What's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another movie review, this time for Mr. Crocket, which is coming out on October 11th, 2024, exclusively on Hulu. Now, big shouts out to Hulu for sending this one to me early so I can review it for the horror and amazing Flix Talk cinephiles, especially in the month of October. I love that streamers are getting themselves ready for the horror fans, for the Halloween heads, as we've already got a couple of good horror movies on streamers so far. I'm going to let you guys know if this one is worth your time without any spoilers, so don't worry. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that big thumbs up to support the channel and consider subscribing today for more reviews like this, movie reactions, and live streams 3 times a week here on the channel. And the quick synopsis for Mr. Crocket is: a mother embarks on a perilous quest to rescue her son from a demonic children's show host who is kidnapping kids. All right, now this movie takes place in the early 90s. I was a child in the 90s. This movie does focus on kidnapping kids in a Mr. Rogers fashion, so this is right up my alley. As I was a kid once again in the early 90s, I can totally relate to all of the creepiness in this movie. Also, it was very cool to see the CRT TVs with the VHS built in. Y'all remember that one? So anyways, we find out that some crazy stuff is happening, especially to the little kids in Pennsylvania, 1993, 1994. They stumble upon this VHS tape called A Friend Like Me, and it's in one of these like VHS sharing lockers. I know you guys have seen it in your neighborhood. I'll put up a picture here. Sometimes people do them with books. Sometimes people do them with movies, but it's supposed to be based on an honor system. After you watch the movie or read the book, you put it back and then someone else can borrow it. I do like that concept. I've seen them. I've never used them. So we almost have a Ring situation where once you put the tape in, Mr. Crocket comes and visits you. But he doesn't just visit anybody. He goes to visit the kids of abusive parents, or just bad parents in general. If you're not doing your job, parents, he's gonna get your ass. And oh, when he gets your ass, he gets your ass, and they show it in all of its gory form. That's one of the huge likes about this movie. I am a huge gore hound, guys, and they do not hold any punches. This movie actually starts out very gory, more gory than I'm used to seeing from a Hulu movie. Now, obviously, you have to suspend disbelief, because how are we dealing with someone that's jumping in and out of reality or supernatural like? At one point, we see Mr. Crocket draw a special door to kind of walk through with a magic special marker. Once again, if you like movies like this, more creepy toned, Nightmare on Elm Street meets Candyman, I think you guys are gonna dig this one. Because even if you aren't afraid of Mr. Crocket, the subject nature of kidnapping kids is terrifying itself. So this movie does follow Summer, who recently lost her husband tragically, and she has to raise her son Major by herself. And right away, we see it's a tough feat for a woman to raise a little boy. He doesn't listen to her. He's constantly lashing out. She doesn't want to become physically abusive and spank him the old school way that most of us were raised, so she feels very helpless. And when she's at her weakest, Mr. Crocket comes for Major, which she then embarks on this quest, like I said in the beginning, to find her son, even banding up with other people that have missing children themselves. I do like that they dive deep into this Mr. Crocket character. It's pretty crazy. It's explained to us in an animation form. And once again, I think if you're a horror fan, you're gonna appreciate stuff like this. The practical kills, the practical effects in general with the set design, and just monstrous pieces that you're gonna see that look like a cracked out Pee-wee's Playhouse. The creativity for this movie is all there. And I gotta mention, I think it's a bold choice to take someone that's like a Mr. Rogers character and flip him on its head with a evil backstory. Though I will say the middle of this movie had a little bit of pacing issues. It kind of started off very, very strong, and then it kind of dipped down. I understand the roller coasters of emotion and exposition and all that, but it was just more of a small nitpick for me. So that being said, if you guys want a fun popcorn movie or have some friends over and just want to watch some funny sing-along type of killer movie, I think Mr. Crocket is right up your alley. And that being said, I think I'm going to give Mr. Crocket a solid 3 out of 5, saying definitely check it out if you guys got Hulu. All right, Flix Talkers, what did you think of Mr. Crocket? If you guys have seen it already, do you guys plan on watching it? Leave your comments down below. I would love to hear them. And if you guys did appreciate my review, please hit that big thumbs up to support the channel and consider subscribing today for more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gone.